Rome, March 15, 44 BCE, 10 a.m. The air in the city is thick, heavy with the scent of unwashed wool, roasting meats, and the metallic tang of the Tiber. To the common citizen, it is just another Tuesday. To Gaius Julius Caesar, it is the threshold of a new world. He has recently been named Dictator Perpetuo, Dictator in perpetuity, a title that doesn't just suggest power, it screams of kingship in a city that has loathed kings for 5 centuries. But inside the Domus Publica, the atmosphere is suffocating. Caesar is unwell. His skin is sallow, his digestion failing. His wife, Calpurnia, is white with terror. Last night, she dreamt the pediment of their house collapsed, that she held her husband's mangled body in her arms. She begs him not to go to the Senate. For the first time in his career, the man who crossed the Rubicon hesitates. 10:30 a.m. The bait. The conspirators are sweating. If Caesar doesn't show, the plot withers. They send Decimus Brutus, a man Caesar trusts, a man mentioned in his own will, to fetch him. Decimus plays on Caesar's vanity. He mocks the idea of a world leader staying home because of a woman's dream. He tells Caesar the Senate is waiting to vote him further honors. It is a masterclass in psychological manipulation. The hook is set. Caesar calls for his litter. 11:15 a.m. The final warnings. The noise is deafening. Shouts of Ave Caesar compete with the braying of donkeys and the haggling of merchants. Amidst the chaos, a hand reaches through the curtains of the litter. It belongs to Artemidorus, a teacher of Greek logic. He thrusts a small scroll into Caesar's hand. It contains the names of every conspirator, the details of the steel hidden beneath their togae. Caesar takes it, but the crowd presses in. He does not read it. He holds his own death warrant in his left hand as he nears the Theatre of Pompey. Caesar passes a familiar face in the crowd, the seer Spurina. He spots the soothsayer Spurina, who had warned him to beware the Ides of March. Caesar mocks him, saying, "The Ides of March have come." Spurina's voice is a low rasp. "Aye, Caesar, but not gone." 11:40 a.m. The Theatre of Pompey. Caesar exits the litter. The rhythmic thud of the lictor's fasces echoes against the marble of the portico. Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal co-consul and muscle, is at his side. But the conspirators have planned for him. Trebonius steps forward and engages Antony in a long-winded conversation. Caesar enters the hall alone. 60 senators rise in unison. The sound of 60 wool garments rustling, a dry, serpentine sound. 11:55 a.m. The circle closes. They surround him under the guise of political petitioning. Tillius Cimber steps forward, clutching a written plea. Caesar waves him away. Then, the signal. Cimber grabs Caesar's toga, pulling it down from his shoulders. It is a gesture of supreme insult, exposing the dictator's neck. Caesar snarls, "Ista quidem vis est." This is violence. From behind, Casca strikes. His dagger is aimed at the throat, but his hands are shaking with adrenaline. The blade only grazes the collarbone. Caesar reacts with the instinct of a soldier. He stabs Casca through the arm with his stylus. But it is 1 pen against 23 daggers. 12:05 p.m. The bloody chaos. The hall erupts. The conspirators are so frenzied they begin cutting each other in the melee. Cassius slices Brutus's hand. Caesar fights like a trapped animal until he sees Marcus Brutus, the son of his longtime mistress, holding a blade. Ancient sources say Caesar stopped resisting. He pulled his toga over his head, a final act of gravitas, refusing to let his enemies see his face in death. He falls at the very base of the statue of Pompey. His blood pools on the pedestal of the man he defeated years prior. The irony is cinematic. The reality is a slaughter. 12:15 p.m. The silence. An eerie, ringing silence falls over the theater. The conspirators have fled into the streets shouting, "Liberty!" and "Tyranny is dead!" But Rome does not cheer. The shops slam their shutters. The people barricade their doors. The liberators expected a revolution. They found a void. They killed the man, but they failed to kill the revolution. By evening, Mark Antony will have secured Caesar's will and his blood-stained tunic. Within hours, the Republic, the very thing the conspirators sought to save, is dead. The Ides of March have passed, but the ghost of Caesar is just beginning to wake.